Look, before we get too deep, I still think GameStop will increase in value. And this is nothing against people like Warren Kitty or anything like that, or against his live stream. But we won't see rockets, folks. It's not what's going to happen. DRS means absolutely jack. Means nothing. I know we've talked about it for a long time. Thought it was going to mean something. See, we thought we were going to play a game of musical chairs, right? Everybody grabs their seat. If we DRS our chairs, you know what? We know how many seats are left, folks. We know how to create a short squeeze. There's no squeeze happening. The stock will continue to rise, will continue to gain value. But the amount of shares will also increase. That's right, folks. Every time there's pressure applied to shorts, they'll get the relief valve. That's what we learned today. That's what today's lesson has taught us from from Roaring Kitty to RC. You know, you can be a long-term investor. You need to think really long-term for this one. Because if you think they're going to slam those shorties, that's not what this is anymore, apparently. That's not what we're doing. We're not squeezing the shorts no more. That's not what's happening. You can tell. Because anytime it happens, it goes straight into GameStop's pocket. That's right, folks. Instead of you, me, everybody else, including the CEO of GameStop himself, making money, putting that in our pocket, it's going to GameStop. We've seen them issue 100 million shares, 100 plus. I think it's like closer to 120 million shares released in the last month, raises about $5 billion. $5 extra billion in GameStop's pocket. Let's go. The company is green. They got all the money they need, right? Problem is, next time this bad boy goes to run, you know what's going to happen, right? They're going to issue more shares. They'll issue another 100 million. And another. And you know what they do after that? Another. Let's give out 100 billion. You give out 1 billion shares. Why not? If you're going to keep paying us $30 a share, we raise $1 billion, $2 billion every time you do it, we're making money. Well, we are not making money. You know, let's not get it mistaken. If these dilutions have not happened, there'd be $5 billion more in the stock right now, maybe, which would be maybe $25 a share. Maybe. You know, I have a smooth brain here. Maybe $25 a share. 30% less shares out there. I wonder what that stock price would look like. Double what it is now. At least we'd be sitting here on the weekend going in probably a $75 share. The peak of the sneeze is where we really should be sitting as a regular Friday night going into it. Now, I don't think this play is over, but the playbook that we thought that it was is not it. If you're expecting to wake up one day and see a 500% increase, kiss that shit goodbye. It's not happening, folks. It is not happening. We've seen it run 60%. Got to get that money. Got to get that bag. Keeps the company afloat, though, right? I thought the point of this exercise was to show it's a bad idea to short squeeze or short 500% of the company. But what we learned, this is a rigged game, folks. Don't forget, it's a rigged. What we learned is even our, great CEO, who's supposed to be a company man, we're supposed to be excited about him. DFE is, tells me to be, should be. But anytime we're supposed to get that bag, you're supposed to just relieve pressure. Relief pressure, by the way, just means GameStop gets the money and not us, by the way. That's what relieve the pressure means. Turn the nozzle. The money nozzle goes from us to them. Anytime it gets overvalued, it goes from us to them. So they get the money. And we get less of the company. It's awesome. It is so cool when you say it out loud, right? With the say it out loud test, I get less ownership of the money, but the company's better. So I'm not worried about you going bankrupt now, right? I mean, I wasn't worried a month ago you were going to go bankrupt either, right? But yeah, I'm less worried now, I suppose. So I have that ease of mind, even though instead of, $60 a share, I'm back down to, 27. What difference does that make? And just for the record, folks, before you're like, you're losing money, my average is $13. Okay? My average is $13. And when you yell out Diamond Hand, just remember Roaring Kitty has a $20 average. That's all I'm saying, folks. So much for the rocket ships. Watch it increase, though. We're still going up. We're still going up. A month ago it was $1 billion, and now we're worth 10. The value of the company isn't going down. Just the value of our shares. Because you own 30% less now. We do too. I do too. We. Us.